What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be putting some suspension work on Goliath today. Got some function 7 lower control arms, we got the subframe for it, and we also got some fresh coilovers front and rear. Now the coilovers I decided to go with today are maxpeeding rods. Before anybody tries to judge me, one, it's my build, I do whatever I want, and two, if you actually look up the reviews on these coilovers, they're actually really good. There's a lot of YouTubers that use these coilovers. A lot of them say that they feel just as good as name brand parts. So why spend so much money on name brand parts when I could get the same result with something that's a lot cheaper? So anyway, I'm gonna show you guys what I got. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe, tap that notification bell, that way you can stay updated on future videos. And let's get some work done. Alright, so here I got my function 7 lower control arms at subframe. Looks really nice. It's gonna give Goliath a nice look. And over here is our coilovers. Now they actually look really good. They actually feel good. They're nice and heavy. But that's the brand right there. Maxpeeding rods. I feel like this is gonna be like True Hearts. At one point True Hearts were very cheap, and now they ended up blowing up and they're a lot more expensive than what they used to. But yeah, I got all 4 of these coilovers front and rear for only 200 bucks. Even comes with the forks you need, the spanner wrenches to adjust your coilovers. So yeah, we're about to bring Goliath in the shop and start getting all this put on. Alright, so we got Goliath in the shop. Now that the car is already down, I just want to go over this real quick. For the back shocks, these 2 bolts right here are the last ones you want to take off. You want to do everything on the bottom side first, loosen everything from the bottom. These are the last 2 you take off, and then the strut drops down. Same thing on this side, and in the front is the same concept. You just want to work on everything on the bottom first, and then the top 2 strut bolts are the last ones we take off. So these would be the last 2 you would take off. That way the whole strut just drops down. I'm gonna lift the car up, take the wheels off, and then show you what you guys got to do for the other stuff. Alright, so car's in the air. It's gonna be a fairly simple process. You want to take this bolt out right here. This is the fork that holds the coilover into place. You want to loosen the top ball joint, the upper control arm. That way you can grab this knuckle and just swing it forward. So once you loosen this, the whole shock fork itself will drop down, and it'll give you enough room to move it over and pull it out. So that's pretty much what you got to do on this end. And then of course the last 2 bolts that are up top that I had mentioned earlier, which are the last ones you take off. Once you have that out the way, that's how you can do the front coilovers. Rears are a lot easier. It's just the one holding it into place. So you just take this guy out, take the 2 bolts out from up top, and it drops right out. You should be good. You might have to take this bolt out and swing the control arm down just to give you enough room to get it out. But it's a very easy process. Honestly, you'll probably have a harder time just trying to take the bolts out. So yeah, I'm gonna go bang these out real quick and I'll show you guys how it looks. And then the subframe, you're gonna notice that you got all these holes here. There's hardware that comes with it, and that's pretty much how the subframe itself is gonna bolt up. But once it's on, I'll show you guys. Alright, so everything on the rear is out. Old control arm and coilover, new control arm and coilover. Now the rears, I did say I wanted to drop it a little more, but it looks like this already came at a good height. So you can see it's about an inch difference. So I'm gonna just actually leave it exactly how it is. I'm gonna just make sure that the spring here is preloaded nice and good. And yeah, we're gonna install these guys real quick, and I'll let you guys know how it looks. Let me just make sure this side is about the same. Yep. So yeah, it looks like they're already preset at a good height. So I'm gonna leave them how they are. I'm not gonna mess with them. I'm gonna just put them in, and I'll show you guys the result, the final result on these. So let's see here. Yeah, they look pretty even. All right, let's put these on, and I'll show you guys how it looks in a sec. All right, boys, we got the rear completely put on. This looks amazing. This looks really, really good. Now there is like this little bracket that comes in with this subframe. The bracket goes back here. You guys can barely see it, but it's right there. And that's where you would put these bolts through, and that bracket in the back is where you screw it into and holds it into place. It's a little bit loose still. I'm tying everything down, but I just want to show you guys how this looks. It looks really, really good. Alright, boys, so everything is officially tightened down. This looks really good. Fortunately, ran out of time in the shop, so we're gonna have to continue this another day. Well, the rear is done, but we got to do the front still. So yeah, I'll see you in the next. Alright guys, so I'm back at home. I do apologize, I was not able to record the front coilovers going in on Goliath, but the car is done. The car, it feels amazing. Doesn't rub at all on the rear. The rear is a lot lower, just how I want it. So let me just show you guys how it looks. All right, and here's how he looks. The height is literally perfect, front and rear. If you look at my other videos, you would definitely know that the car was a lot higher on the back, but it's literally perfect. Car doesn't rub anymore, which is amazing, which is what I wanted. Let me just show you the control arms and subframe. But all that stuff looks amazing. So all we really got left to do on Goliath is just getting that computer chipped, and then it's dyno time, boys. So I appreciate all you guys watching. Catch you guys on the next.